Okay, continue.
Now it's your turn.
Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie. Alright then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
You're the one that came
And
looking
why
for
would
our
I play
help.
along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy
Oh,
Ranger,
God.
you stand to lose nothing.
All right,
Point
then.
taken.
Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
My friend.
I don't even get to
This
click to
question
pick
is a
questions.
hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with.
Just a bunch of people with
Everyone's
bit of
on their own
bloodlust.
fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust, and only makes your predicament more precarious.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking.
Good to know.
And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Got it. I got it.
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows you're guests of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all the medic organisms. Appearing one moment and gone the next. Ugh. She scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
God.
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
I'm assuming it's because of the
IX never
emanator of
gives anyone
nihility,
so
right?
much as a first glance.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status.
Oh, okay.
Even in the purest hunt, You'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding.
Uh-huh.
To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough.
I think I need to look up what the fuck that definition is.
So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them, but I'd advise you to move fast.
Oh, nothingness.
We
Non-existence.
don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
Well, so far she's done exactly what Adventurine has wanted. Safe zone. Oh.
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you.
Okay.
Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky.
That's a pretty big
Be
generalization.
it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity.
Okay, y'all can back up.
Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
Well, I mean, a lot of people were gonna die.
A single slash
right?
blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's
I love her.
not the point.
I love her.
Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all-embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
That's what you say.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others.
Yeah, Harmony.
Penacony's Dream Master.
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
It's not great that you're using people. Okay.
This is the real me.
Using everybody who's in the dream? Cool.
We are one.
Is this the united as one that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouth.
Yeah, that's not a great
spreading
time.
joy across dreams when required, and in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
Either that or
I
kick
am
me out.
glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not
If you think you can.
Are you threatening me?
I don't know.
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The cords of the
It's
harmony
weak at this point.
extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime. 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body.
I mean, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will.
To nothingness?
But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
A wise choice for you!
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river.
Yeah, because you picked the wrong side of the river.
Leave and never return.
I don't care.
The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright.
I
luring
want
tricksters,
Penacony to just fall.
wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility.
You already did, okay? Suck it up.
And even
You already
more
failed.
so,
Shut up.
when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless.
I'm pretty sure
like a
she's
trinity
already left.
spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin.
She was walking away. Who do you think you're fucking talking to at this point?
Akaran, a befitting name.
Alright, never mind. She took forever to walk.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome.
Death to
Its
Penacony!
future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Oh my god, Robin.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park.
Oh yes,
The family
technical
has promptly
malfunction.
responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Hmm? Yeah, what about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest.
Oh
Would
wait,
you mind
this
providing more
is...
details about the incident?
Oh,
What the fuck
it
is her
was
name?
just
Because I always get it
those
wrong.
chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance?
Yeah, no
But I
matter
really-
how damaging they looked, or
This technology hasn't
hurtful
been
they
made
looked.
public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
Oh, this button is...
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration, and there could be an unexpected
well, what
treat
a
in store
shocker.
for you.
She's
All
finding a
right.
way for somebody
It
to
looks like
set
there are
that
other
off.
guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. Please, enjoy the dreamscape. So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Uh-huh. Flames of fire. Kakopasha? Oh, did I get like a thing to wear? Hi, Robin. Robin, how you doing? Maybe I got some... Got it. Oh, wait, it might be from somewhere else. Okay. Oh my god, I did find it funny because she was one of the characters that you could use in the Luminary War Dance. I found it funny because I saw something on Twitter that talked about her abilities, and I only understood it after I was able to use her in fights because she does. Her ult is singing, where she just continues to sing, and I don't, you know, gives buffs and stuff. I don't know anything, like 100% of it. It's just an ultimate. It's a buff ultimate. But like, you don't do anything with her the entire time that her ultimate's going off. She just keeps singing and singing and singing. And somebody made a post about, like, her panicked eyes as she's singing when you're just a singer and everybody's dying around you. So basically they were talking about when they play with the character and everybody, their whole team's dying, and Robin can't do anything besides just sit there and sing. I thought it was hilarious, and especially now that I fully understand it. It's fucking funny. Sure. I'll put you back. I know, the team must include Robin. Don't worry, I got her, even though it's not Robin.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, a rip tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void. The family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem.
I think she wants as many people to
try their best
stay
to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
Somebody already
As you
has.
can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family
Yeah,
and the
you know,
IPC,
the thing that shouldn't be
so
happening.
let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence,
How many
we
of
will
these
spare no
buttons does
effort
she
in our
have?
preparations. Rest assured. To express our apologies,
What are
the
all these
family
buttons
has arranged
supposed
this
to
gift
do?
for the guests. Thank you for understanding.
You've had quite a bit.
Hello. May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job. I know how it is. How's the situation looking?
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
Just in time for
Rest
the Charmony
assured, Miss
Festival.
Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Well,
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that Galaxy Ranger who easily cut through the sky?
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
Uh-huh.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
I have no idea.
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts. And he'll
Mr.
have something to
Sunday
show
is
for it soon.
dead.
However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability of the dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone's help.
Oh, and here's
This
a
is small
button.
gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you too. Please, open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
I can't believe I received a
So,
gift from
I
Miss
don't really
Robin.
know.
It feels like I'm dreaming.
I can't really think of what this button is
I'm
supposed
in
to
a
do.
dream.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest assured, the dreamscape's peace will be
Because you
protected
don't need,
by the
like,
Bloodhound
several buttons to, like, really do a bomb or anything.
You've had quite a bit to drink.
Maybe it's supposed to, like, turn people?
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
Yeah,
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse.
Here's a button.
Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched. Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself. Is this also part of the performance?
Yeah, somebody crazy.
Please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, a little.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Miss Robin?
I was about to say, I think she just said that out
Still,
loud.
I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
Oh, it's fading quick.
Huh? What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here, take this, little guest.
Jeez, Sparkle.
This gift has been specially prepared for you by the
She's tired of it.
family.
She's tired of it.
Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
I wish I knew. In the
We're back to where it
meantime.
all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony.
Land of the Exiles.
It is a
Yay.
pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you.
Didn't think we needed that long of a pause, but okay.
As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
We'll go with that.
Sorry. I had no other choice. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script, and I didn't get a chance to explain it to you.
So the voice that we were really hearing,
I was impaled by the bladed wings of death.
we were probably
The
hearing
heavy pressure of concentrated memoria,
Elio.
miasma, exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles. And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity.
Because Elio didn't want you to.
I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after, all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
Oh, okay. Sure, I understand.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you.
Okay.
Now.
Is it one more thing?
Let's leave this place. Please close your eyes.
I thought we wanted to stay
Take
here?
a deep breath.
Oh, wait, no, she's putting me there.
And visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us.
Oh, so I need to be stabbed as well. After a piercing screech, a thick and ferocious surge of memoria crashes into your chest, churning and ravaging. Your consciousness becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and dispersing within the turbulent, muddy current. Innumerable voices resonate through the symphony of memoria like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stands out with exceptional clarity. You know it comes from the girl beside you, your heart beating to the same rhythm in silence, and then more silence, until memories stir up ripples in that quiet darkness.
I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins?
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm
Totally fine.
I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you'd like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
A long silence ensued, neither of them brought up any topic, seemingly accustomed to this silence. It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke the quiet in the
Such
car.
a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before, it's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
Nope.
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver.
Ah, it's fine.
I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type.
Well, then why do I get the
He can see the
choices?
future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
I thought she was a stowaway, though. If she got an invitation, that's not considered a stowaway.
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Thanks. That voice just now, Mr. Yang, you're here too.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible?
Eh.
The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every
Which is why
emergence
Robin
of
is
that
still
meme
alive.
is related to the Watchmaker.
Everybody's still alive.
Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
Oh, does that mean we're in the final chapter of this?
It's starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar name.
Gallagher!
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
I've been ready.
The real dreamscape, the land of the exiles.
Hello?
Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
No. No more speaking. Bloodhound contractor. Greetings, are you interested in earning a little extra something? Due to recent incidents in Penacony, the family is short-staffed and is now hiring dream chasers with exceptional skills as temporary security officers. Applicants who have annihilated memes will be given preference. If you are interested, please contact me and proceed to Do Light Pavilion for an on-site interview. It's first come, first served. Dear visitor, according to the Bloodhound family, Clock Studios theme park is currently undergoing a security check, so the main gate is temporarily closed. However, to satisfy our customers, we will continue providing the amusement program Clocky's Extra Filming Experience, where you can enjoy fun games and learn about the creation of the animations Hamster Ball Night and Brother Hunting. Are you recommending this Why do you recommend this? Is it because the other programs aren't fun enough? Because this is our flagship program and has been the highest rated one at the park for years. But of course, there are other reasons, but let's not get into that right now. For your information, you can create your own animation in this program, and if your work is good enough, it might even get officially released in theaters. As a reminder to you, the ownership and intellectual property rights to the animation you produce using Clock Studios facilities, along with the related rights and interests, belong to Clock. Of course, so you basically get nothing, but give them ways to get them money. Clock Studios has the right to retain and dispose of the content, and any revenue generated from the content, yeah, sure. Trying to make me work for free? Is this idea to help your animation team slack off? Sorry for the confusion. While we are delighted to share our animation with guests, we need to protect our studio's intellectual property. If your animation gets officially released in theaters, you'll get a 1.5-second shout-out in the credits. If you are interested, please find a yellow-haired Pepeshi employee at the park entrance, and he will guide you through the program. Please remember the password for Dreamville. Charge. Huh. Zero pay director. Yeah, that's about right. I actually have new shit? This is the stage where you and that gambler put on a petrifying collaborative show. He wagered everything into the gamble, yet it appeared indifferent at the idea of winning. Just why did he do that? Wished for his own destruction, wanted to cause a death, and thus create an opening for the IPC. He only wished for his own destruction. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Granted, I don't really need to do it, I don't think, but gives free stuff. Stars in the dream. The stars drift across the dream's artificial sky. They say that great souls will eventually become stars in the sky that guide the way for those on the ground below. The stars in Penacony are woven by countless dream chasers. What will you ponder when you raise your head? They too walk on the path of trailblaze. They are not any different from the masses. They are simply opportunists who leapt at money and fame. How about that? Oh my good God. There's a lot of these. Fake Robin? Whose name is Scarlet. Oh, I don't need to place her, but I will. Hello, Fake Robin. Okay. Thanks, game. Made it kind of ridiculous to try to press square 5,000 times before it let me actually do anything. Advance down the narrow alley. Bird. Why did you find me? I'm a useless birdie that can't even build its own nest. I'm only fit to live in a trash bag. This trash bag is mine. I couldn't even defend my own nest. I'm really the most useless birdie alive. Goodbye, stranger. I'll give you this trash bag. Thanks, I need more trash. You can never have enough trash.
Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
Looks good.
He looks just fine. He's very happy.
Is that all?
What a huge
Whoa.
Clocky. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
Did that scare you? All the birdies were eaten by the gigantic Clocky. Guess why I'm still here? You went invisible? Wrong guess. It's because Clocky doesn't eat birds. I was just pulling your leg. Your reaction was really fun. Goodbye. I'll come back next time to make you laugh. Sure you will. The giant Clocky here is this street's proud landmark. Children from other neighborhoods all look upon it with great envy. The citizens see cleaning and maintaining the statue as part of their lives. The giant Clocky must see this as a part of his life too. Beautiful dreams are always sure to fade away under the corrosion of nightmares, but Clocky's smile is eternal. Okay. This music isn't kind of creepy at all. Paper. More paper.
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape, and all beyond the family's reach.
Definitely something the
atmosphere in this
watchmaker
fortress is
made sure
pretty
was
different
safe.
from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himiko and the others first.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there, and perhaps someone knows where she is.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later.
Sure.
Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to. Let's go.
Misha?
I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Yeah?
He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream. We'd better check, just to be sure.
Well, I mean...
Perfect for me, and perfectly legal for me to stay in.
You do that, kid. You do that. Okay. Crazy people everywhere.
Huh? You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
We know who you are.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Yang could see him?
Talk! Old friend and new friend! Let's high five!
Welt can see him? Mr. Yang!
Your, memory zone meme?
He's still young at heart.
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two
live here?
get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
Maybe.
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
Oh.
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Yeah, how cutely are you
Sleepy
gonna
is
describe
a memory
it?
zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
Huh.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the
How
people
am I
who live
getting
here,
two different
well, that couldn't
League
be
of
further from the
Legends
truth.
feelings with the top side and underside in
Not
this
in a
game?
dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
How do you fetch the
I
wrong
see.
guess?
Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two?
Yeah, Mr.
We're
Sunday.
currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher.
but he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to disturb him.
Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for...
Sunday?
Is it Miss Robin?
Okay, well, she works too.
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
That it has an obsession with taking pictures?
I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream, but its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together.
Sure.
She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon, so there should be enough time.
All right then, we'll follow your plan.
Maybe the button...
Well, we
maybe the
now
button
know
will
the
pull
answer
people
to both
into the
murder
reef.
cases that have caused such
Dreamflux
commotion
Reef.
in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
It has to be Gallagher who's behind it all. Kind of. The visitor from the Oak family is worth learning about. That name's Sleepy. I want to say... Like, I don't really want to say it's Gallagher. I think there's still a chance that it's the, Mikhail, right? That's what his name was? Still somehow Mikhail. Unless Mikhail passed it along to Gallagher. That could be an option.
Yes, and I believe their relationship with Gallagher may run deep. Why else would they be so clandestine about their discussion? Regardless, we have to find Gallagher. Say, you mentioned before that you saw Clocky that only you could see, right?
Yep. Yep, he's right there. He was with Misha at that time. Oh. Yep, he's right there.
Can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart?
Yeah, you are.
Forget it. It's not important.
You know what? That actually makes me super happy that, oh, they made Welt still young at heart. Okay.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Who's that? The watchmaker is gone. We should. The hot steam from under the manhole cover bursts upwards like lightning, as if it's chasing something, before dissipating straight up into the heavens. Indeed, this is one of the great 7 manhole covers, the manhole cover of the hunt. I just wanted the book.
Look! There she is!
Hold on. Not you! I don't care about you! Gotta go, bye. Wanted the stupid treasure. It's the reason why I put my face right up against it.
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything.
you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
What are you doing out here? Then why aren't you leaving?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics, and this is my life's work that I'm researching. See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results.
So...
After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. It will disintegrate like a melting glacier, and then fuse with the sweet dream fragments on that side of the void.
I was kind of hoping we were just going to be spilling into the regular world.
Don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world.
So it's
She'll
fine for them to be sucked through?
Soon enough.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria dynamics?
We're
More
very
fan.
interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course. She's
I thought we were going to be looking for Himiko and March, though.
And the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers. Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
It's one of the nameless mentioned by the conductor?
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and
I
calculations.
don't remember
Dreamflux
that.
Reef before abruptly passing away.
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Cool. Well, I think the reason why we went there is because we seemed to have a little bit of... Oh, what? We had a little bit of... Because of Welt knowing a little bit about it. Okay, fuck me then. The only problem is that I'm not entirely sure of, like, which way to go. My map will slowly fill out though.
No, at this rate of...
Let me go! Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my.
You look a lot like the
I'm
kid
human
that
and so
he
are
was in
you.
control of.
Can you get a grip?
The
There you are.
Dream Master was in
I've
control
been
of.
waiting for you two. Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared, and I just wanted to calm him down.
But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
It wasn't death.
Well, this is how it turned out.
Now you shall pay respect to March 7th, Ghost of Dream. Scared him really
you're
this
a regular
bad.
comedian.
I am.
He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dreamflux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the papashi.
Talking to somebody who's invisible? Invisible who?
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters. All the dead are right here. All of them.
You're not talking about the Memory Zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name! It's all your fault. They're coming!
Definitely our fault, kid. Okay, whoa, hello? Hold on, what? Why the fuck is Herta still here? I took her off the goddamn team.
Time to twirl! Perfect.
What do you mean?
Relax. Let's go.
Time to twirl!
Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl!
Herta, get off my fucking team.
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
Thank God he'll shut up now.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see Memory Zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
The bench.
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life.
Why the fuck are you
As the
here?
protagonist,
I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
It's because it probably is.
Let's see how you handle a stroke of genius.
Is that all?
Evening, Jessie. Is it evening?
Maybe.
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground,
Did we just drag him on the
spirit cat
ground
who
here?
fainted from fright.
Couldn't we at least lifted him?
I
Hold
see.
him?
Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse. This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
A Halovian lady?
That must be
Is she wearing
Robin.
pink? Oh.
She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko. You were
Yeah,
with her
let's
earlier,
find
right?
Himiko. How the fuck did you get
Some
separated from
stowaways in the
Himiko?
residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Himeko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
I'm sure she's got quite a lot.
I knew
No, at this rate, the family will be done for. Done for.
I don't care about the family.
Have a toast.
This is where we split up.
And she
So
got
that's how
nowhere.
it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
Hey.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 Dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper?
Gravekeeper?
Yeah. Why?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the Sweet Dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, guardian of sorts.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
What's a
They're
tombstone?
actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
Robin?
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I remember when this place was all hustling and bustling.
Oh, is sauna time over? Even feathers will be loosened up by the hot steam. But I feel my body going woozy. Wings gotten wet. Origami birds aren't made from actual paper. Why would we get wet? Or would we? I'm going to look for Dr. Blues right now for answers. Glad I could give you an existential crisis. How did I not activate that when I left before? Yep, it's Robin.
There she is.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Good.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
You think?
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings.
It's not a good
But
way to
in
put
this
it.
dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality.
It'll be much sooner than you think.
But you know
much sooner.
Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality,
they really
we learn
didn't
how
do
to
great
survive.
with talking about
And should our feathers be
autism
damaged,
here.
then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there.
Not really.
I'm really sorry about that.
They're covering it up.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. And losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
Fine by me. Let it
Sweet
collapse.
Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in the dream, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Unless you're
Could
a
there
phony.
be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions.
Okay.
Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the Harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Good for you having morals. 11 system hours until Charmony. Okay. I guess I just won't read that.
A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
In your house?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
Maybe not a cage.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly.
Yeah. Hello, Purple People Eater. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going well.
Let's
Thank you for the
see.
posture check.
What is it that has
And
captured
hydrate.
the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert.
A bird.
Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small
I don't like
and
the
not
way
very
that
feathered.
kind
Can't
voice
sing.
said why.
It didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds belong to the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
So just let it fly around your house.
I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story.
Is it a short story?
As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air.
Well, I hope a
When they
bird
fly
with wings
really
could. I say as I know
The
penguins
friction
can't.
caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations.
Okay.
Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
Well, good for it.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So,
I don't
what are
think
your
this kind
thoughts,
voice
son?
is very kind.
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable.
Okay.
And I hope they come true in their own way.
Probably some long way to go around of Sunday talking about Robin.
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
Who the fuck is Gopherwood?
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky, only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up. You look a little unsteady. Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask.
I wonder why.
Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
Okay.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my fictionology. Time is running out.
Okay.
So let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
That's okay.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh? That's...
What's your trick this time?
What?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
God.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable
I thought
Oak
we were supposed to be
family
following Firefly.
head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
Oh boy! All except for Aventurine.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Not me, I don't remember anything.
And
I don't remember their names, and I'm not going to remember
When
them
Penacony
again.
was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
What do you
Their names are
expect?
inscribed here. Then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned.
That is a way to go.
Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal
Why is
and
there 3
external.
monuments?
To protect us, Donna, Tiernan picked up the way of the Trailblaze again, and led the Letmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown.
Yeah.
But
the third
what
one,
about this tablet?
please?
There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Hey, sorry I had to stab your brother. Alright, Gallagher. Speak.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation.
Woohoo!
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions, and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony.
A little.
Well, it all boils down to something very familiar.
Why me?
The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
The Stellaron has been completely sealed. Someone is manipulating the Stellaron. You're pulling our leg again.
I wish that were the truth.
Okay. It's manipulating.
If that were the case, I wouldn't have invited all of
you. It's manipulating it.
The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
Didn't think of it that way.
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Asdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives.
You're damn right there are.
The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With 2 of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour Systems family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
Okay.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland?
Way too much.
It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape.
So
it
glad.
tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream.
Okay.
Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one.
Cool.
Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then,
Isn't
the
it
family
always
had a
that
firm
way?
grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic memory zone. Over the years, I fabricated a meme within this dream
Or
for our
fictional
use.
as eyes.
Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
Learn the whereabouts. Okay. We'll do just a little bit more,
Are you done
and then we'll call it.
talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, It is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
That's good.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
Well, too
What do you
bad.
mean
Time
by
to
that?
shatter that sweet dream.
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds.
Thanks.
We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause.
Well, your
I
brother's
won't
kind of
step on
set
that
up a
stage and
stand-in for you.
No matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony
It's gonna
itself,
happen.
or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Mr. Trailblazer?
We won't. Ain't nothing to fear no more. Heroes never back down. Going against the Dream Tracer, nah, I'd surrender.
Exactly! It's time for the crew to save the world once more.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin,
I like
I'm
how we
willing
just
to
pushed
accompany
Gallagher
you
out of
on
the way, though.
behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Oh my god. What more preparations is there? I mean, the good thing is that usually before you start a big battle and whatever, it would say, like, hey, maybe
I may
want to
have been
go?
quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession.
You think
We
he
must
wouldn't have the
proceed with
power of
great
the
caution.
Harmony at this point because of him
Maybe you can just stay
straying from the
behind this
path.
time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
I didn't even really remember getting this.
I knew it.
I don't think this will bring us any luck.
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Everything!
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake, Michaela.
God, it always throws me off when there's such a long
Let's
pause.
wish him the best of luck.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
What
Why
else?
would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is legwork. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express, and I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves.
Yay! Hey,
Miss
like
Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
You're making me blush with these flatteries. Keep them coming. Ha, of course my reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseballer supremacy. I am getting really tired of that.
I don't know much about my life story, but I do have extraordinary skills.
I don't use you anymore, March.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend has fond memories of his time aboard the Express, which he reminisces on every time he has a good drink.
Okay.
As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze.
What is that gonna be?
Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
Well, we're not gonna see it. Because, we're done. Oh, I can definitely tell it's gonna be, it's long ones. But I should be getting very close to the end because Sunday might be a little bit of a betrayal. Because we wouldn't have gotten that one thing about the bird and being unable to fly whole thing if we wouldn't have gotten that if there was going to be some kind of betrayal from Sunday with it upcoming. Let's just hope it's not what I thought it was and maybe him also being part of the problem, shall we? But thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream today. I appreciate all of your support, whether it was chatting or lurking. I didn't draw for Black Swan today, mainly because I do kind of want to leave that for the gamble with and Tenna if possible, but I think next week I'll definitely be drawing for her no matter what. So yeah, we'll definitely look forward to that. If you want to watch more
Nice.
Honkai Star Rail, next Wednesday it'll be pulling for Black Swan and maybe actually finishing up Penacony. Other than that, I'm streaming again on Saturday with Astrobot. No longer God of War. I did finish God of War Valhalla DLC, so sadly streaming is done for that. But Astrobot, I loved Astro's Playroom, and I'm excited to get into the actual full-fledged game. That starts at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 hours earlier from now, if you'd like to come watch that. If not, have a good rest of your night. And if I don't see you Saturday, maybe a future stream. See you guys.